The Okefenokee Swamp in southern Georgia is a national wildlife refuge, one that could be threatened if a proposal to mine there goes through.
WSCV's Christine Quayle took a tour of the swamp with locals to hear just how much it means to them and how they feel about possible mining.
Some call it a national treasure, a natural beauty, but for the people in this community, they call it just part of their home. It's the Okefenokee Swamp, but draft permits issued to build a mine in the area have them worried, calling for the area to be protected.
For Charlene Carter, the Okefenokee Swamp has always been part of her life. She was born and raised in the surrounding town of Folkestone and manages a campground right across the street.
I was out there from the time I was born, volunteering hours with my grandma, my mama, you know, all of them. And now I get to see a whole different side being here. I get to see people coming from all over the world to come see this national treasure that we have here.
Her connection to the swamp goes back generations, to her mom, Sheila, and grandmother before that. I took a tour with Sheila and learned about her family's deep roots in the place that she described as so beautiful it makes you believe in God.
Alan Chester, which was my great-granddaddy, but Alan and Sam stayed on the island and raised their families here.
It's not just Sheila and Charlene who feel passionate about the Okefenokee, though. More than 100 people attended a meeting this week with the Georgia Environmental Protection Division about whether or not Twin Pines minerals should be allowed to mine on the edge of the Okefenokee. Twin Pines says their mine wouldn't change anything in the swamp, but more than 100 speakers at the meeting disagreed.
Their response is, it's not going to mess up anything. We're going to leave it just like we found it. And my response to them is, okay, so go into a cabin, any cabin, take all the screws out, all the nuts and bolts, take the power away. When you walk out, the cabin is going to look exactly the same, but it's going to fall apart.
Some locals admit it would bring jobs to the surrounding town of Folkestone, but say the threat it poses to the wildlife refuge and their way of life isn't worth it.
Honestly, I think a lot of the ones that are in Charlton County that want this mine to come, it's all about the money for them. And money talks.
Local faith leaders are also very involved in the effort to preserve the swamp.
My major concern is the animals out here and all the wildlife. If the water levels get too low, then they're all in danger or a threat. So we're doing the best that we can to make sure that doesn't happen. You know, ultimately, we're just trying to protect what God has placed here and what's natural.
Georgia EPD issued the draft permits last month, but the period for public comment is open until April 9th.
I would just like people to know how important their voices are. You know, I think ultimately that's what we need. We just need more people to speak up. I'm not one for casting shadows. I like to cast light, so I don't spend a lot of time talking about the mine. I just talk more about the swamp.
Though the EPD has issued draft permits, they're just that, drafts, meaning they can decide not to move forward with the project. Christine Quayle, WSAV News 3, on your side.